What's going on, y'all? This is your boy Shot Bully, and I am live on MYDJs Radio Spotlight, man. I got a special guest in the building right now, man, and I'm gonna let him do the honors and let him explain exactly who he is, man. So why don't you tell the people at Spotlight who you are, man?
What's up, man? My name's Annimeanz. I'm one of Glasses Malone's official Latin artists.
Sir,
I got a hot record right now with Jake and Papa called like the West Side, so we out here doing the rounds, etc. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up, man, and we definitely gonna talk a lot about that record in a little bit, man. So why don't you tell the people where you represent, man, where you coming from right now?
I'm from a city called Cudahy, California. It's in South Los Angeles. So I was born and raised there all my life, so that's where I'm from.
What's up? So, hey, South Central, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, y'all all seen that movie, you know what I'm saying? It's one of the dopest movies out there.
Yeah.
So let's talk about, like I said, we want to talk about the beginning, man, and what, I was blessed to, have a conversation with you before we officially started the interview. But let's first talk about being a Latin artist, number one, in South Central, and just making that transition into hip-hop, man. How was it out there?
It's a lot of bias when it comes to, Latin artists out there, you know what I'm saying? Because, just previous Latin artists, they kind of created their own little movement and their own little genres, and they kind of isolated themselves into their own community, etc. So, for people like myself, and there's a whole other slew of artists out there that are doing exactly what I'm doing. I'm not like the only dude, you know what I'm saying? But for people like us, it was hard to kind of break through that barrier.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Because we had to constantly fight the stigmas and the stereotypes and stuff like that. But, I can honestly say right now, this is the time for Latin artists. It's at its peak, and it's about to break wide open. You know
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. Hey, some of my favorite artists are Latino. I mean, Joel Ortiz, for example, one of my favorite lyricists on the planet Earth.
Sure.
Chris Rivers, who's the son of Big Pun, obviously, you know what I'm saying, is mixed with Latin, and then
Bodega Bam,
bunch of, man. There's so many, you know what I mean.
That's what's been wrong with the West Coast for a long time is that. Because of like gang situations and the way the communities are set up, the way the government likes to, the government segregates.
Oh,
you dig
of
what
course,
I'm saying?
yeah, of course.
So, with that being said, when you put minorities in one place, coming from different cultures, different beliefs, there's always going to be turmoil. And for some reason on the West Coast, it's always been like that. It's not really like that everywhere else.
This is the longest standing I've seen. That is,
I've been all across the country. You know what I'm saying? New York, Texas, etc. So this is the only place that is like that. But it's starting to, like I said, it's a new day. People are getting older. People are getting, younger dudes taking over. Belief systems are changing. So this is the perfect time. You know what I'm saying? It's a perfect time to be a Latin artist and. Latin, like I said, the scene is bubbling and it's about to break wide open. And I'm just happy to be a part of it.
That's what's up, man. Hey, why don't you? I just learned something that I want to bring up. That you discussed. You said that you used to do underground boom bap. You know what I mean? So let's talk about that and then how you made the transition into doing the new school G-Funk, which we'll get into in a little bit.
I started off like that. My main influence is Nas. You know what I mean? I listened to Nas records since I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? On Jay-Z, Mobb Deep. Real heavy, like East Coast influence as far as my music. And so I did a lot of boom bap for a lot of years. You know what I mean? When I first came in the game, I hooked up with an artist named Gorilla Black. And he had a brother named High Dollar.
Yes, sir.
A lot of people know him. He kind of
got caught up.
Favored Biggie.
Oh yeah, he did.
You know what I'm saying?
He did.
So a lot of people knew him like that. But he did. He eventually got caught up. He went to prison. But I stood over there for a couple years, and it just wasn't working out. So
that's what's up.
I went on my own grind. You know what I mean? You as a man, you feel like you got to get out and you got to get some on your own, just to appease your own self. You know what I'm saying? So. I hit the streets and, I hooked up with DJs. I had built a lot of relationships while I was over there, from J-Rock to Kendrick to, back then K-Dot, who is Kendrick now. Right. And that's how I make Glasses, you know what I mean? And, just building relationships with people. And like I said, my talent has always been special, you know what I mean? And that's not to say what So I always had that attention, you know what I mean? Because I look a certain way, but then my craft is a whole nother format.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I was always blessed to have, different relationships and people that wanted to do records with me, and I just always piqued somebody's interest. You know what I mean? So that's how that went. You know
okay, cool. So you mentioned that you hooked up with Glasses Malone.
Yeah.
So you currently
yeah. I'm from DMC, which is his Division Media company. Yeah.
Dope. That's what's up, man.
That's
shout out to Glasses Malone.
Yeah,
for
shout out to Glasses, man. He's out in New York right now. He's
doing this thing.
He's doing a 100-day, 100-night campaign.
Oh wow!
So, you know what? As a matter of fact, excuse me, he's in Arkansas right now.
Oh,
yeah,
cool.
yeah. But he's making his way down.
Yeah.
We pressed up like a 250,000 CDs, the Glass House 2. So, I've been out here doing my part while he's been gone. So, I got my single, plus I'm pushing his records.
Right.
The whole team, though. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
We pushing everything for him out here. He's out there on, with boots on the ground.
Right.
And doing everything, personally as well. You know what I'm saying? So
that's dope. Leading from the front, man.
Yeah,
That's what you got to do, man.
Definitely.
Cool. So, one of the next things that I wanted to bring up was the transition. Like you said, you started off boom bapping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because of your influences, and then you transition into a more club sound.
Yeah.
Talk about, give them a little spiel about what you gave me about how it's the new school G-Funk and, you know what I'm saying?
You figure, like, you know what I mean? People are always quick to, like, how do you say, categorize things. Well, that ain't real hip-hop, or that ain't this, or that ain't that. But you got to understand, like, the West Coast didn't win for a long time because we was trying to do stuff that didn't belong to us. You see what I'm saying? We trying to do trap records. We trying to do, boom bap records. Boom bap records don't belong over here. The same reason trap records don't belong over here. You know what I mean? If you grew up here all your life like I did, you grew up listening to Parliament and funk records, and then as rap evolved, then now you hear, Let Me Ride, Nothing But a G Thing.
Yeah.
Bop Gun, all those records was funk influence, which is G-Funk, correct?
Yes.
So, present day, you got people like Mustard, people like that, you know what I mean? DJ Official, shout out to DJ Official, Definitely. You know what I'm saying? The Dream Team, shout out to the Dream Team. Just people like that they may not have purposely did it, but subconsciously, that's where we come from. You know what I mean? Funk. You know what I mean? 808s, crispy claps.
Yes.
So
I agree.
Just by origin, that's what they created, but they put their own twist on it. So when you listen to Ratchet or Turn Up or whatever you want to call it, that's really nothing but just new era G-Funk. You know what I'm saying?
See, I like that spin.
Every record out here, every hit record out here is between 90 and 100 BPM. That's the West Coast vibe.
That's what I was getting to there.
You see what I'm saying? So
knowledge right there.
You're not gonna get on radio out here in Los Angeles or Dago or Frisco with no fucking, with a trap record. It doesn't make sense.
I feel it, man.
You know what I mean? We on freeways out here. We riding around in the hood.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We in whips. So
I feel it 100%.
You want to hear that? You want to hear that bump? You know what I mean? You want to get that ride music. So
I couldn't agree with you more as far as especially me. I didn't grow up here, so. As me being from Chicago, I have an expectation for California music that when I hear, I hear the G-Funk, I hear that sound, I hear that, I can hear a beat and be like, man, that's a Cali West Coast beat. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys have your own sound, and so many of the new generation artists are going away from it. And then some of them justify it by saying, oh, that's the old school. And I can understand that, but to a point, everything got a foundation, and you gotta, you know what I mean? You gotta start there, you know what I'm saying?
It's for the same reason, YG's new single is
Twist My Fingers. Yeah, I love that record. I play it on my show all the time.
Yeah, it's a dope record, and it sounds like something that happened in '92.
I swear to you, and that's the reason I love it so much is because he took it back to what California music, what made me fall in love with California artists, you know what I'm saying?
Because, that's our sound. That's where we belong.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, no one can do you better than you can do yourself.
Exactly, man.
You see what I'm saying? So that's why the West Coast winning now.
Yes, they are. I mean, honestly, I'm here, and I ain't from here. Like, I rep the West Coast just as hard, because it ain't where you from, it's where you at. But I can honestly say without bias that the West Coast movement, I mean, from Kendrick to The Game to all the way down to YGs and, all of the Glasses. Everybody, I feel like the West Coast, Crooked Out, all these cats have a presence, you know what I'm saying, in hip-hop right now, man.
It's a long time coming, you know what I mean? Shout out to every single one of them dudes that set the foundation, you know what I mean? Me personally, I'm just trying to I'm trying to bring my movement and my people to the forefront
Right.
in the aspect of the Latin artists.
That's what's up.
And you know, the only way we will, I myself and other artists will be able to achieve that goal is by being able to compete.
Yeah. That's
You know
true.
what I mean? So
That's true.
you have to focus on your rhymes. You have to focus on your beat structure. You have to focus on making records,
Right.
not just raps. You got to
Yes.
make records. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Real songs that people can vibe to, people can enjoy,
I agree.
and you know, build memories to. You see what I'm saying? Because there's so many songs in my life that I've heard that if I pop it in, it'll take me back there.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's my goal. Like, you know, I said something on my Facebook the other day where I was like, you know, before I used to always want to get on the record and kill everybody on it and all that, but you know what? In all honesty, like that's not what it's about, man. It's about making legitimate songs and legitimate records that people can relate to, and that's how you build movements, and that's how you become a great artist.
Oh man, hey, that's words to live by right
Yeah.
there. Hey, he got the right mind frame, man. You got some, you know what I mean, and you could tell the longevity. You can tell just by talking to you the longevity that you got, man. Because that's, you know what I mean, that's basically the blueprint right there. Is to build the records, man, to have replay value. I tell artists all the time that replay value is what you need, man. If I want to hear your record and I can't go back to it. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's just, you know what I mean? It's just like drinking a can of soda and just throwing the soda away and just getting the next one, you know what I'm saying? But I appreciate talking to you, man. It's been a dope interview so far, man. We're going to move to this commercial break real quick.
Let's get it.
Hey,
You already know,
West
man.
Coast is in the building.
It's your
My
boy
DJs Radio Spotlight, Shot Bully. We'll be right back.
Well, the first part of our interview at MYDJs is we take you inside of our conference room where we sit down for a one-on-one consultation with a DJ of your choice. We set up an online website which allows you to customize your timeline, your music, your whole itinerary so we know exactly what's going to happen the day of your event. The second part of the interview, we actually bring you back into our showroom, which is sort of like a small-scale reception room where we laid out a dance floor. We have the full light show, the custom lighting, which consists of party lights, monograms, spotlighting, uplighting. We want our customers at MYDJs to experience a live demonstration of how much fun they will have at their event, or what type of elegance we'll bring with our lighting on the day of their special wedding. And we also do a live demonstration right on the spot, no scripts at all. We ask you what your 5 favorite songs are or types of music that you like, and we'll do a live demonstration right on the turntables. So we basically present 2 turntables and a microphone and show you how we'll actually interact at your event. So after the interview is over, we want our clients to feel very comfortable and confident that we'll be their DJ for their special day. We'll answer any questions that you have, and overall we want to give you a warm feeling of, hey, that's going to be my DJ for our special day.
Shy Bully. Hey,
What up,
interviewing one of the dopest West Coast artists, you know what I mean, underground that I done heard, you know what I'm saying, this year. And I'm gonna tell y'all, you know what I mean, and I don't co-sign a whole bunch of people, but let's get into present day. You know what I'm saying? You just got back from or you probably still on it technically because you're here today. The West Coast promo tour. You know what I mean? You took your single. So go ahead and give the people a little bit about that.
I hooked up with Billy Knight out of San Diego. I met him because I went to prison for a couple years.
Right, yeah, you was telling.
So I met him in 2013. I had a record called If You Pay Me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it was dope. And it was actually a record I wanted to run with, but in the process of that, I was kind of in the streets, etc. So, long story short, I had to go away for a little bit. I came home in July, but you know, that whole time I was gone, I just really reflected on my career and a lot of mistakes I had made. I've had so many opportunities in my career, you know what I mean? But when you don't really know what you're doing and you're just kind of learning as you go along, you can lose a lot, you know what I mean? And, you know, by the graces of God, you know, I've been able to reinvent myself and recreate, you know, prosperous situations. So,
yeah,
you know, with that being said, you know, I just like I said, 22 months of just constant, just strategically planning. So when I came home, I knew exactly what I wanted to do and how I wanted to do it. So
you went on this promo run.
So I went and I created a record, which is called like the West Side. It's my new single right now. Dope. Shout out to DJ Head because he was instrumental in that whole situation.
That's what's up.
And so with that being said, I reached out to Billy and we went on a promo run. So we started out in Frisco and worked our way down. And you know, the response is crazy. You know what I mean? The record is crazy. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, shout out to Hood Rat Miguel. I did a drop for him. He's in 1021.
Yes.
Q1021 in Frisco. I did a drop for him. He played it tonight, and he's gonna play it every night. You know what I mean? Shout out to DJ Head. He broke my record last week on 92.3.
92.3, yes,
Homegrown Radio. That's the biggest radio station in Los Angeles, if you know what it is.
Definitely.
DJ Beto out here in San Diego. He played it on Kiss FM.
Shout out to my boy Beto.
Shout out to Beto, man. Oh, my boy Raymond T out here, man.
Radio Raymond.
Yeah, Radio Raymond.
You
dude.
can't, yeah,
I'll be 100. He's one of the biggest supporters I've ever had in my career,
what's up,
dude.
man.
You know
That's
what I
what's
mean?
up. I'm
shout
glad
out,
to hear that.
just shout out to the whole San Diego DJ scene, man, because they've been my biggest supporters thus far.
That's
you know what
dope.
I'm saying? So
that's dope, man. It's glad you see that artist to DJ relationship, man. It's important. Like you can't, you know, I know I see a lot. Sometimes I see a lot of bitter, you know, artists versus DJs. Or y'all ain't spending my records and this and that, and y'all ain't giving us records, and it's like, man, if you just build the network, first you got to have a hot record.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's
well, you got to know what you're trying to do.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You got to know what you're trying to do. You got to understand that the DJs are the people that play the records. My whole career right now, present day, is not only dedicated but dependent on DJs, and they've created this for me. So with that being said, all I can do is show them love, respect, because without them, literally there wouldn't be no me right here inside this seat, inside this room.
That is 100% true.
You know what I mean? I appreciate every single one of them because they ain't got to mess with me. You know what I mean? I'm a nobody. You know what I'm saying? I know people like Billy, he's dealt with, you know,
major
artists. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for them to just take their time and see my vision and help me bring that vision to life is priceless and it's great. You know what I'm saying?
So why don't you tell artists out there right now how important it is to invest in yourself?
It's very important to invest in yourself because you got to understand, like, most of the artists, see, I grew up in an era where, like, artists were getting millions of dollars from record companies and stuff like that. So I was able to see the TVs and the Missy Elliott's and the Jay-Z's and you know, these people was getting millions. You know what I mean? Now here, it's not like that.
Not at all.
And if you want to be somebody or you want to get your music heard and you want to be taken serious, you have to have some type of financial backing. You know what I mean? I used to always, you know, when I was doing underground hip hop, I used to always hear people like, "Oh man, I won't never pay for this," or "I ain't gonna pay this dude to get on this." And for a long time, I had that arrogance about myself too. You know what I mean? But what y'all got to realize is that this is a business, and this is how people eat. You see what I'm saying? Like, let's say me, for instance, like I invest all my own money in every single move I've ever done. Mm-hmm. You know, even though I am part of a company and a team, you know what I mean? I still have to, you know, fit my own bill. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. And I'm cool with that. Because at the end of the day, like, I don't have no handouts. You know what I mean? And the people that actually did invest their time into what I'm doing now, they did it because they seen my dedication and my motivation. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That is tough. Yeah, hey. I can't do nothing but salute that, man.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Chic Shoes.
Oh yeah, let's get into that, man. As far as that, you just recently signed.
I closed a deal with Chic Shoes, so they planning to like the West Side record for like the next 90 days.
That's what's
all the locations, 130 stores around the country.
And that's one of my favorite shoe stores. So guaranteed, I'm gonna probably hear it this Christmas. Cause
matter of fact, somebody hit me on the gram.
Yeah,
I got my first sighting. You know what I
That's
mean? It
what's up.
was a girl that I know in Northridge, and she was like, "Yo, they playing the music or whatever."
Oh, that's
so,
super dope.
yeah, man. You know what I mean? It feels good to finally, have people respect what you do, respect your craft. So
Yeah, that's super dope.
that's great.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, shout out to Chic Shoes because honestly, they supported a couple artists that I know,
Yeah.
and it's good to see that they reaching. You know, what I
Yeah.
mean, they not just staying in that Hollywood zone.
Yeah.
You know, what I mean, and they supporting up and coming, real grinders that's out there getting it as
I
well.
would just say like this, man. For any artist that's out there, like as cliche as it may sound, like if you have a dream, it's possible to make it happen. You know what I mean? It's I sat in my car last Sunday. 90 days ago, I was in the cage.
Right.
Literally. You know what I
Right.
mean? Fast forward now I'm listening to my record on the biggest radio station
Exactly.
in Los Angeles.
You know what? And it's crazy because, you know what? I mean, I won't even want to say it like it's a recurring theme, but I've interviewed, a lot of artists that have been humbled by having to sit down in prison. You know what I mean? And it just shows that it's life. It's possible. It's possible to. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's possible. Here's another example that it's possible for you to live out your dream, and it's 90 days.
Yeah.
90 days. He ain't been out 2 years, 8 years, 6 years. 90 days. He already got a single. Booming on the West Coast. 90 days, you're already in chic stores. You're obviously linked up with one of West Coast, favorite artists out here in glasses. You know what I'm saying, and a well-respected artist at that. You know what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure you got the Latin community behind you, representing from the Latin community. So, what else? I mean, do you got a project like an EP?
Yeah.
A mixtape,
I got
or anything like
I got
that
an album
coming
called
out?
The Murder Business, and it's my album, but it features 2 other artists that I work with.
Okay.
Smoke Major and Big Sick Nasty.
Dope.
They are Latin artists as well. They're part of my personal team. It's
Okay.
the first, and we've been working together for years. So I got that album, and that album is my album, but it features them.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Dope.
So they're heavy all over it.
Dope.
And I just did a show in Ventura. I opened up for Nipsey Hussle,
Nipsey,
sold
yes.
out crowd,
Shout
and it
out
was
to
a venue. It wasn't a club. So
Right. Exactly.
you know what I mean? I did that. Man, and right now I'm just trying to get some more shows together.
Mhm.
Thinking about starting up a tour. Definitely gonna go back to Frisco and just lay a little bit more foundation out there.
That's what's up.
I'm pressing up 10,000 more copies of Like the West Side, so we're gonna put that all over the street. We done already put about 5,000 of them out right now.
That's what's up.
So we're gonna total out about 15,000.
What inspired you? Where did the West Side come from? I mean, was it you know what I mean? You was
Like I
sitting
said,
at home one day.
my boy DJ Head. When I came home, see when I left DJ Head, he was still grinding.
Right.
And then I came home, and now they say he's the biggest DJ in LA. So I've always had great relationships with people. You know what I mean? I'm a conversationalist,
Of
etc.
course.
So he looked out for me, and I had this record from the Dream Team. That's our in-house production team, and it was the Let Me Ride record. It was a sample record.
Mhm.
You heard the record?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So I sent it to Head, and I was like, "Yo, what do you think about this?" And he was like, "Yo, give me a couple days." So he sent it back, and he had reached out to Jake and Papa, and I guess they was feeling the record. So we took care of the business or whatever, and they sent the record back. And I think originally they wanted to call it Like I Love or something like that. But the part that caught my attention was when it said something like the West Side. So I was like, "Yo, that's crazy. That's
Like
dope."
the West Side, and
So-
it just showed. I mean,
Yeah, that's what
it's perfect,
So that's
you
what I
know?
called it, like the West
Yeah.
Side. And when I make records with other people, mainly singers, I like to give them the records and then just let them do what they do, and then I'll come in and do what I
do
do.
what you do. That's how I
So-
like to do it too.
So when they gave me the record, it's a female vibe and all that. I was digging it. I thought it was straight. You know what I mean? So I went in there. I don't write.
Mhm.
I just go in
Go in
there
there and boom,
yeah,
it, boom
so
it out.
I
That's an epidemic going on.
yeah.
So, man, you know what I mean?
Now, shout out to Glasses, man.
Nah,
He's the one who got me on it.
Yeah,
'cause he don't write.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It's
So,
an epidemic going on.
yeah, so-
we don't, for some reason,
Yeah.
it just don't happen no more. That's dope.
So I think it's more of a bragging right type of thing.
I think it is,
You know what I
too.
mean?
I
Because
think
it's
it
like
is,
at
too.
the end of the day, I could be like, "Yo, I got a hit record. I ain't writing."
and they
You
ain't
know what I
even
mean?
write it yet.
But
That's what I'm saying.
that's the arrogant part of it. The
Yeah,
reality
yeah.
of it is that if you're a really good artist and work on your craft and learn how to create records, songs. So that's what I did, and we got the record, and it's a dope record. It's getting a great response, and you know, I like the record because, like I said, right now is, you know, the Latino scene in Los Angeles is at a bubbling point. So I feel like this record is only another key piece to the puzzle of opening that door. You see what I'm saying? So definitely appreciate just being a part of it and being able to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, I liked it. Like when I heard, I was like the West Side, huh? Because obviously, I mean, I never met you beforehand. But when I got the information that you was going to be on the show, and obviously I did, like I said, we was working on your promo flyers. I was like, let me check this record out, make sure it's, you know what I mean? I mean, the artist in me was like, hold on, like, you know what I mean? So, man, I played it, and I was definitely really digging it, man, and I really liked the West Side. I like the region, man. They gonna back you on this.
It's definitely a regional hit, man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's one of them records. It's one of them records that it inspires hometown pride, but at the same time, like everybody can appreciate.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? Like it's a record that San Diego, LA, Frisco, they gonna love it because it characterizes who we are
as California people.
You know what I mean? But then, you know, somewhere like Texas or New Mexico or you know, New York will appreciate it because it's just a fly joint.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, I like it because I'm from the west side of Chicago, so you know what I'm saying. I can relate it how I want to, man. But we about to actually. It's crazy that we mentioned in the song because I believe next coming up we about to show the video to y'all.
Oh yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? So when y'all check this out, y'all gonna see that it ain't just all hype, man. So right now,
shout out to my girl Precious. She in the video, man. She's a beautiful woman.
It's the dream team, baby.
Yeah. Jake and Papa. Oh. I love my baby like I love my city. Cause good or bad, I know she wake up with me. Yeah. West side, bang. Love you like I love the west side, babe. Me and my baby gon' ride like this. Love you like I love the west side, babe. Me and my baby gon' ride like this. Love you like I love the west side. Yo, shorty got them hips and they won't quit. 2 jobs in the gym, she be on this ish. And I'm just trying to get a piece, get it in the sheets. Beat the piece up at the Hilton or the back seat. Look, your boy thuggin', ain't no more to say. We could light the blunt and get faded off the Chardonnay. Ayy, and I don't play when it come to sex. Put her in positions that offer that around and break her neck. Look, I'm really trying to hold it down. Tired of seeing this girl when it's swirl from these other clowns. I'm trying to wipe that, these other hoes don't like that. Team me and you a fool if you don't like that. Let's get this money, push fashion to the limit. Gucci this, Fendi that, his and her Cadillac. She get her own though, something you ain't even know. And I ain't really got no time for these other hoes. I love my baby like I love my city. Cause good or bad, I know she gon' feel with me. Yeah. West side, bang. Love you like I love the west side, babe. Me and my baby gon' ride like this. Love you like I love the west side, babe. Me and my baby gon' ride like this. Love you like I love the west side. Look, yo, we been riding for a minute now. Benny Hanna 8 nights, how we doing dinner now? And we be stunting at the mall. Louis V8 purse, we gon' get them all. Yeah, and when it's real, who you call? 4/5 on my waist, I'ma squeeze them all. Look, cause she my boo, never doubt that. Blonde hair, blue eyes, shorty really bout that. When I was bidding upstate, answered every call. And all them little pickup lines, she done heard them all. And when we on the block, shorty gon' hold a gun. And anything she wanna cop, we gon' get it done. Riding in that van, sitting on them 22s. Trap queen with that pot, she gon' act a damn fool. She get her own though, something you ain't even know. And I ain't really got no time for these other hoes. I love my baby like I love my city. Cause good or bad, I know she gon' feel with me. Yeah. West side, bang. Love you like I love the west side, babe. Me and my baby gon' ride like this. Love you like I love the west side, babe. Me and my baby gon' ride like this. Love you like I love the west side.
Oh yeah, dope.
Yeah.
Welcome back to My DJs Radio Spotlight, man. As you can see, hey, like we've been talking the whole time since we've been on break. You know what I mean? Because the dude's a conversationalist, man, and I enjoy talking to people who actually are about their business. You know what I'm saying? But let's get down to business because the fans just now got a look at the West Side video, man. So why don't you give us a little bit of a synopsis about the video, you know what I mean, where it took place, all that, how it came together.
The video, actually, this video is a promo video. We're actually going to record the actual
video. Okay.
But, you know, like I was telling you earlier, like the reason for the girl in the video was because, you know, I've experienced a lot of prejudice in the game when it came to like who I am as an artist and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So I understood, like I said, you know, I spent a lot of time like really thinking about what I wanted to do. So when I came home, I knew that at some point I was going to create a record. I didn't know it was West Side.
Right.
I just knew when I created the record, I was going to go about it a certain way. So when I created West Side, you know, when we put out the flyer, we put out the promo video, like, I didn't want to be in it. You know what I mean? I didn't want to give people the opportunity to stereotype. You know what I mean? Because, you know, people look at me, I'm a thug. You know
right, yeah, exactly.
Essay or whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't want that. I didn't want people to get that first impression.
Yeah.
So, you know, when I put out the video, when I put out the flyer, like you know, obviously the video has a beautiful, gorgeous woman in there.
Yeah.
So I wanted to set a ground where everybody can meet in the middle. You know what I'm saying? So, and it worked out perfectly. You know what I mean? When a record came back, and the likes on the SoundClouds, it was right down the middle as far as, you know, ethnic followers, etc. Blacks, whites, Mexicans, whatever, and that was my goal. You know what I mean? I wanted people to appreciate the record for what it was. I wanted it to be a universal record, and so far it has been. And
it has.
That's been my greatest accomplishment.
That's what's up, man. And you know what? It's crazy because I actually did a small stereotype. I ain't no gonna lie. I never heard of you. So when I get the original photos for your cover, and then I'm like the West Side. So I'm thinking, okay, this is a dope gangster record that I'm about to hear. You know what I'm saying? Can't nobody do it like the West Side. I'm thinking literally it's about to be like some Minister Society. You know what I'm saying? Hardcore. You know what I mean? So then, you know, but then I started thinking logically, and I'm like, wait, he's on a promo tour with Big DJ Billy Knight. So if he's on a promo tour with Billy Knight only goes with like, you know, West Coast bangers, like club bangers. So I'm like, let me check this out, because now it's intriguing. You know what I mean? So I kind of use the stereotype as a good thing, you know what I mean? Because you know what I mean? But I've seen a lot of artists do that, and I think it's smart. Because, you know what I mean? And that goes for any race, anything, you know, a young white kid that don't want to, you know what I mean, be labeled as Eminem, or trying to be like a black kid, or, you know, a black dude that's, you know, may not be, you know, that might want to cater to a racist neighborhood that might like rap music. Like, so I mean, it's dope that to see, you know, the thought being put into it. You know what I'm saying? You figure you have to do something that works. You know what I mean? You know, I know the whole peace, unity, and all that. Yeah. And that's cool, man. You know what I mean? But you know, I come from the ghetto. You know what I mean? And that's not what it is. That's not what it is. It really, you know, in these LA streets, there's certain areas where we can't go. Right. Mexicans or blacks certain areas where blacks can't go. Exactly. You see what I'm saying? So you got to understand that. You got to embrace that reality, because that's what it is. But on the flip side of that, you can create something for the people. You know what I mean? And you can create something that everybody will appreciate. But you have to do it in good taste, and you have to do it the right way. So I feel like the way we went about it in creating the buzz for the record, I feel like, you know, we did a standout job. I feel like you did a standout job, man. Like I said, I feel like I'm a part of it. I ain't do nothing but and that was my thing, you know, like after I released a record, you know, I was on my Facebook like daily, constantly, like minute for minute, you know what I mean? And I was reaching out to the peoples and the followers, and like really talking to these people and telling them, you know, I ran a campaign, which I'm still running. Every week I take about 40 people, and then I go to the mail place, and I mail out 40 discs of my West Side and Glass House 2, which is Glasses Malone's new album. And you know, that's my campaign to just reach out personally and embrace the fans and the followers,
and let them know that you just like them and they have you at their disposal because you know you belong to them. You see what I'm saying?
No.
If they embrace you, they love your music, you work for them now.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? Because it's up to them to give you what you're after, whether it's fame, whether it's finances. And so with that being said, you have to appreciate these people. You have to reach out, you have to touch them, and you have to make them feel a part of your movement as much as you are.
No.
And that's why I appreciate every single person that supported this record because, you know, from 5 likes to 150, we all did it together.
Yeah.
They seen the growth through my eyes. You dig what I'm saying? Because every step of the way, they was there with me. You know, they was hitting the like button. They was sharing the videos. They was receiving the music in the mail. You know what I mean? People ain't got to give me their addresses to their house. That's their house.
That's
you know
their
what I mean?
house,
But they did it though.
That's
Because they appreciated what we did for them and we made them feel comfortable with us. And that's what I think artists should do. And, you know, I got that from, you know, Nipsey Hussle and his whole Proud to Pay campaign.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it's true. You know what I mean? The fans have to be proud of who you are as an artist in order for them to want to embrace your movement.
True.
And that's what I'm about now. You know what I mean? I'm about building with the fans. Whether it's 10 or 50, then people will come out every time. They will support you. And it's a guarantee that they'll do everything you want them to do as long as you do everything they want you to do.
Exactly. I agree, man. Hey, I like this dude, man. But hey, check this out. This is the last segment.
Yeah.
And a lot of my supporters, they really know, you know, well, not mine, our MYDJs radio spotlight supporters. We're known for this 2 games in particular that we play that I want to play with you real quick.
Okay.
Quick musical games. One of them is called Dead or Alive.
Yeah.
The other one is called Guilty Pleasures. All right. So first is Dead or Alive. The only rule to this game is you only get one choice.
Okay.
All right. So you can't name a whole bunch of people. All right. So Dead or Alive. All right. If you were granted one shot to do a record with anybody who ever did music, dead or alive, male, female, doesn't matter what genre, doesn't have to be hip hop. Genre doesn't matter, race doesn't matter. Obviously, them being dead or alive doesn't matter. Who would you, as an artist, love to work with? One artist that, you know what I mean, would just top your album off 100%.
Nas. You know what I mean? Nas.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Why specifically Nas? I mean,
because man, that's who I came up listening to. You know,
up.
from Illmatic all the way to Life Is Good.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I
yeah.
buy every single Nas album.
dope.
You know what I mean? I go to the shows whenever he's out here. That whole Queenbridge movement, that whole Queenbridge era, Mobb Deep, Cormega, that was just something that it you know, someone like Nas, like just a prolific poet, he just captured what I was living at that time. You know what I'm saying?
He's
Like,
dope, man.
When
dope.
he just paints these real grand pictures of like these dark hallways and shit. You know what I mean?
I agree.
And it's like I
agree.
come from that. I don't come from dark hallways, but I come from dark streets.
Right, exactly.
So
I agree.
once again, like I said, you got to touch these fans. So he made the music that touched me because I directly related to it.
That's
You know what I'm
what's up.
saying? And I love his craft. Yeah.
Dope, man. So there you go, Nas. I actually haven't heard of Nas in a minute, or
Yeah.
I don't think I ever have. So that's why I said, not saying that he don't deserve it,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
usually when people
Definitely
say
one of our greatest MCs of all time. You know what I'm saying? Top 5.
I say top 3, man.
Yeah,
you know
for
what I'm
sure.
saying? But for sure, top 5. If
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can't give him top 3, you know what I mean? You can't, you know what I mean? 99 percentile gonna give him top 5. But,
Yeah.
okay, cool. So, Nas, I can hear that. I can definitely see, you know what I'm saying, that, you know what I mean? I like to always visualize, you know what I'm saying, in my head, the two artists, or the artist, you and whoever you say on the record together, and I can definitely hear that, especially because you came from a boom bap, you know, underground platform. You know what I mean? So on the flip side, there's another game we like to play called Guilty Pleasures. All right, now this game is a little more, sometimes embarrassing, sometimes not. Depends on you as a person. But what's something, you know what I mean? You're from the streets, you got homies, you know what I mean? You probably got hood homies from all different types of gangs and all that. So what's something that you wouldn't be caught listening to with them that you listen to by yourself? You know what I'm saying? That way, you know what I mean? None of your homies will ever hear it. So basically, you're embarrassing yourself on national TV.
I'm a big R&B fan, man. A lot of people don't know that. Like, I listen to R&B more than I listen to rap. So, it'd probably just be R&B records. You know,
Like anybody specifically? Like,
man, Angie Stone.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I love Angie Stone, man. The first album is crazy.
That's dope. That's
you know
dope.
what I mean? And that's actually more neo soul, but yeah,
right. But yeah, anything.
Yeah,
It
you know
don't
what I
have
mean?
to be hip hop.
Yeah,
It's just anything.
it's R&B. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I listen to most of the time.
R&B, neo soul. Yeah, that's what's up. Neo soul. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like neo soul. I used to go to Neo Soul Tuesdays in
Yeah.
San Diego all the time, man, because it's a vibe. It's a
it's
that grown folk
vibe.
vibe.
Yeah,
you
it's
know
a
what I'm
vibe.
saying? You just get that
Definitely
vibe. So
I mean, I love hip hop too, though. Don't get me
of
wrong,
course,
but
of course.
you know, I think as I get older, I just appreciate, you know, more in-depth music that creates emotional values.
That's what's up, man.
So R&B is like my main, like my playlist right now is R&B playlist. You know what I mean?
So what's your overall goal, man? When you said and done, man, are you trying to be, you know, I'll put it on scales. Are you trying to be Jay-Z mogul status? Are you trying to be, you know, maybe a Kendrick, like the leader of a cult rap, or Nipsey, you know, somebody with or Tech Nine, somebody with a good, you know, dope independent success? I mean, what's
you know, I just want to be respected for my craft, man. You know what I mean? Money's not really an issue for me. You know what I mean? Like I don't live a bad life outside of hip hop.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, I think we all want millions of dollars. We want all nice shit and all that. You know what I mean? But I just want to be respected for my craft. You know what I mean? I think I came up with a chip on my shoulder as far as my craft was concerned.
Right.
So
being Latin.
Yeah, my main goal is always just to have that respect. You know what I mean? To be able to walk into a building with a bunch of dope MCs and they know, like, yo, that's Annimeanz.
Right.
That's that one dude. You know
I
what
like
mean?
that. Yeah,
and I
like
appreciate that. You know what I mean? Because to me, that's worth more than money.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? To hear my record on the radio or to hear my drop on a major radio station, that's I take that over $1 million any day, because that's a testament to who I am and what I've created for myself. You know what I mean? Because I never ever thought I'd be doing this ever in my life. You know, I didn't inspire to be a hip hop artist. You know what I'm saying? And
so what made you take it serious? I mean, just
the first time I went to prison, I've been to prison twice. And the first time I went to prison, I did a 7-year turn-up.
Oh, cool.
So when I came home, I had a cousin that graduated from MI, and I would kind of like play around rapping and stuff. And he was the one who was like, "Yo, like maybe we can really make some money doing this," you know. You know, he ended up falling off, and I just kept doing it. But the reason why I embraced it so heavy was because, you know, I came home with 2 strikes. So I knew that I had to do something to create another lifestyle for myself, because if I didn't, I wasn't really going to do nothing but go back to selling drugs.
Right.
Eventually end up doing life in prison. So I think I can honestly say wholeheartedly that hip-hop really did save my life.
That's dope.
Because where would I be without it? Who knows? You know what I'm saying? So that's why I do this.
I like that, because I had the same conversation, man. I'm going to let you do your shout-outs, you know what I mean, because we're running out of time. But I had the same conversation with Kevin Gates, man, at South by Southwest. And he said the same exact thing, man. He's like, he appreciates us as supporters because he got 2 strikes, and, you know, hip-hop is allowing him to put food on his table and not be out there doing what he do, man. So before we get up out of here, it's definitely been a pleasure. I'm going to say that for sure, man. You're welcome back anytime. I'm going to get that, like the West Side playing on my Bullyville radio show. I'm on every day, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 1 p.m. So why don't you shout out, man, all your people, man, and then let them know where they can find you, and then we'll get up out of here.
You can find me everywhere. All social medias at ANNIMEANZ. It's pronounced Annimeanz, but that's the way it's spelled. You know, shout out to the whole DMC camp, man. Alcatraz, Big Sick Nasty, Glasses Malone. Shout out to Head, Radio Raymond T. What's up? You know, Billy Knight. Everybody out here that's been supporting me, man. Hood Rat Miguel in San Francisco. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody, like I said. Jake and Papa. You know,
definitely for blessing.
Shout out to y'all, man. MYDJs.
Appreciate it, man.
Appreciate it, man. Y'all.
Cool, man. Well, like I said, man, Annimeanz. I'm your boy Shot Bully. Make sure y'all get that record. I'm telling you, it is super hot. It's on iTunes, right?
Yeah, it's on iTunes right now. And then, you know, make sure y'all go and get the actual project. It's called The Murder Business. It's a great body of work, man. And like I'm in the process of getting somebody to get on it. I don't really want to say just yet, but if I can get him on there, I know it's going to speak volumes. It's going to be a statement.
It's going to be trouble.
So, yeah.
It's going to be trouble. You know, all right? But other than that, man, like I said, it's been a pleasure. I appreciate everybody who tuned in to my DJ's Radio Spotlight, man. I'm your host once again, Shot Bully. Annimeanz, West Coast in the building. And we're going to see y'all. Look out for the showrunner, man, on Thursdays. DMC. And make sure you watch every day, Monday, 8 p.m., My DJ's Radio Spotlight. We out of here.
Yeah, Smoke Major, what up, baby?